Yeah, it's me. What's going on with my shares? The shares in GameStop. What's happening? No, the price has soared. It wasn't supposed to soar. It was supposed to go down. Well, I bet against it. I'm losing money hand over fist. No. What? I need you to do something about it. What the fuck is Reddit? No, I don't care if a bunch of jackasses on the internet happen to get a hold of some tips from one another. I don't care, okay? Get on the phone. No, you're not listening to me. Get on the phone, call the government. What do you mean it's perfectly legitimate? No, this is making me lose money massively, okay? You get on the phone to someone and you get it done, okay? Right. Honestly, anyone would think I was asking for free money. Well, I can see my house from down here. Firstly, this game is called Hitman 3. I'm guessing you already knew that. But the game has something called an access pass, which is not the same as a season pass, because it's definitely not one of those. And if you really want to know how fucking complicated the access pass is, stick around to the end of the video and I'll bore you to death with the details. Suffice to say that Hitman 3 effectively serves as a hub for the entire World of Assassination trilogy. Hitman 1, 2 and 3 all playable in one game from start to finish. That's why a significant portion of the content here might be both familiar and unplayable, because those are previous games you don't have access to, hence the access pass. But let's worry about that shit later. What's this game like? I remember back in Hitman 2 Silent Assassin, yeah, I'm gonna sound like a grumpy old bastard now. I remember back in my day, when you wanted 47 to sneak up behind an enemy, you were praying they would stand still for like 30 seconds, because 47's sneaking speed was so slow, you made garden snails look like Speedy Gonzales. You were in serious danger of being overtaken by daffodils. Oh, how times have changed. Nowadays he can sneak fast enough to actually catch a pedestrian. He can render a target unconscious with his bare hands, or snap their necks outright. Which is a bit unfortunate because it renders his signature fibre wire a teensy bit pointless. He can push people off high places.
Enough! He got another! You're setting ducks. Evacuate to the area immediately.
He can swirly their heads down toilets.
Target down. You did it. Now head towards an exit.
He can push buttons. Okay, that last one isn't as dramatic, but it gets the job done.
Cleaning initiated. Cleaning successful.
Both targets down, good.
Not including the 2 tutorial levels, of course. There are 6 missions to the whole game. Whoa! 6? Is that all? Previous games have way more than that. Once you've beaten each mission, go back and play it again. Because rather than give you more of the same type of missions, the developers instead decided it would be better to give you more control over the start conditions and more assassination methods for you to use inside the existing missions. The missions all have challenges to complete, various actions you're encouraged to give a go. They reward you with XP that increases your mission mastery. Get your mastery rank up high enough and you start unlocking things like new locations to pick up a smuggled item, new equipment to use, and new start points that often come with an appropriate outfit, each one designed to encourage a different approach to the same situation. For example, Mission 1 in Dubai has you paraglide onto the side of a rather large building and making your way inside. Get your mission mastery a little higher and you can start inside the building at the front doors wearing a suit and tie. Incidentally, this also means you can carry a concealed weapon into the building. The paragliding approach doesn't let you do that.
Won't take a second, sir.
Excuse me?
We might have a situation. Sweeping area. Over.
Just the tip of the iceberg. There's only 6 missions, but so much more within them waiting to be discovered. There are also stories. Stories are like chains of objectives that get you close to the target. They're not only fun to play for veterans, they can serve as in-mission tutorials for newcomers, inspiring them perhaps to think about how to pull off the perfect hit, you know, beyond just finding the target and parking around in their skull.
Thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
Anything you do that will be regarded as an illegal move comes with a red warning icon on screen. Don't let yourself be seen doing any of these. And if you are caught red-handed or red-iconed and a fight breaks out, don't expect to survive for very long. You can just go in guns blazing if that's what you want to do.
On behalf of His Royal Highness Omar Al-Ghazali, I bid you
Carl Ingram finally gets what he deserves. Good riddance. Now let's get Marcus Stuyvesant.
Oh, you're here! How wonderful!
You know, I didn't... less privileged side, but with a small loan from my father.
Any news on the new guard assigned to codename Pinky? Word that he entered the building, but he isn't.
The great Al-Ghazali.
shit! Give him all you got!
We got him, 47. Soon there will be no more Providence. You need to find an exit. Our business is done here, but it's far from over.
Hey!
Our business is done here, but it's far from over. Soon there will be no more Providence. We need to find an exit. Our business is done here, but it's far from over. Our business is done here, but it's far from over.
Yeah, that approach doesn't always work. It's fair to say that 47 isn't well equipped when the game starts. The fibre wire, coins that serve as a distraction. But honestly, the most silent and clever means of polishing off a target usually involves your bare hands, possibly assisted by some poison.
Already? Buddy, making us look bad. Chew your food, why don't you?
If you want the full range of equipment though, you'll have to raise your mastery of various missions. You can check what missions unlock what through the main menu. I kept on trying to find the unlocks through the mission menu, but no, it's under Career Mastery. You'll find a bunch of long lists with everything on them. Switching disguises is a Hitman staple, and you'd better believe security is dumb enough to let you pass while wearing the right uniform. Locations can have 2 or even 3 levels of security, each requiring a different disguise to pass without raising suspicion. There are certain characters called Enforcers, who can recognise their fellow team members against whom your disguise won't work. They will have a dot over their heads, meaning they can see you for the sneaky, underhanded lying bitch you are. Also, if you walk into a security area wearing the wrong outfit, everyone will have a dot over their heads. Walk out of the area and the dots vanish. Just like the red "that's illegal" icons, the game is very good at warning you when you're about to fuck up. It doesn't stop you from fucking up, but it warns you. To make matters even better, certain entrance points, doors, ladders, etc. can only be breached from the inside or above. But once opened, play the mission again, and you'll find those entrance points are still open, even though you started from scratch. And if you get caught on camera, make sure you erase the footage.
What? He turns it back off, and the crowd goes wild.
Okay, your identity isn't exposed for the whole world to see, but it makes you look like an amateur. Let's talk about the access pass, shall we? shit. The rollout of the progression carryover has been confusing, to say the least. So confusing, there's actually a whole webpage dedicated to exactly how, when, if and why your progression and content carries over. I'm not joking when I say that there's 5 pages of this bollocks, covering whether you get the previous game content or not. First of all, you can import all your Hitman 2 unlockables into Hitman 3, but this is a one-time only deal. You don't get a second import, and it overwrites any progress you've already made in Hitman 3 when you do it. If you want to import your stuff from Hitman 1, you have to import that content into Hitman 2 first. Now, since I recorded the rest of this review, as it turns out, I've been a bit of a dumbass. Because if you have the base game of Hitman 1, which I do because PlayStation Plus freebie from ages ago, it offers you a free upgrade, which I didn't know about. Install Hitman 1 on your system. You don't have to wait for all the levels to install, just the basic game. Check on the main menu to find the free upgrade to the legacy version. Upgrade, that'll add a shitload more downloads to your download queue, doesn't matter. Go into Hitman 3, try to access the Hitman 1 content. It'll tell you you need either the Legacy or Game of the Year edition. Click here to buy now. Click here, it'll take you to the purchase page, and it should offer you the Game of the Year upgrade for free. Accept, and before long you'll be gawping at supermodels strutting down the catwalk from inside Hitman 3. It even lets you access its DLC content, like Patient Zero for example, and I didn't even have that DLC to begin with. Now, I'm assuming that Hitman 2 does the exact same thing. Also, don't drop a whopping 60 or 80 quid on the digital versions. Shop around. I found the gold edition on Amazon for 37 quid, for crying out loud. Oh, and feel free to delete the original games from your solid state drive, because Hitman 3 doesn't need them. Save the memory for something else.
You look like a lawyer, all right. You got that killer instinct.
It's a gift.
Finally, a quick look at the glitches. There aren't many, it won't take long. 47's coat sometimes gets caught. Not quite sure what it's caught on. Pretend you're a dog chasing its own tail, that sorts it out. Sometimes the online connection fails, which is important because the challenges are online only. Bastard! Hit retry and it'll usually restore itself straight away. And this guard, the one that escorts you to the villa, he follows me everywhere. He follows me regardless of what uniform I'm wearing. What is he, a fucking homing pigeon? Knock this guy unconscious or you'll regret it later. I'm going to give Hitman 3 an 8 out of 10. I'm not sorry I played it, obviously. I'm just sorry I played it first. I mean, as I say, I've got Hitman 1 on the previous console, and it's the base version, but I only played a little bit of the first mission. So I haven't played it all the way through. And I'm regretting that now. I'm regretting not having bought into this earlier. I was busy with other stuff, I'm sure, but it makes me actually want to get the previous 2 games, which I can easily do because the access pass. I'm just not entirely convinced that I'll have enough time to run through it all. But I'm sure that this is a good conclusion to the trilogy because everybody has been saying that it is. So you're better off looking to other reviews to find out how it fits into the grand scheme of things. But 8 out of 10, pretty damn good game. I enjoyed it. I like all the different things you can do. Right, that's it for this video. What did you think? Leave a like or dislike down below. What did you think of Hitman 3? Does it do everything I just said? Did you like it as much as I did? Leave a comment down below. And for those of you who are a glutton for punishment, you can always subscribe, or you can inflict me on someone else by sharing. See you next time. Various actions you're encouraged to try. Sorry, my screen just fucking changed. I normally have the script on screen down here, and suddenly my spreadsheet notes just popped up out of fucking nowhere. So now I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Go screw yourself. I don't know why my computer does that. It sometimes switches windows without my say so.